Hey, if you're watching live and you're reading the description for this show, you may think to yourself, hey, this seems like the description for the last thing you did. Ha! That's because it is, and I forgot to update the description.
Until just a second.
Until as literally she saw me say, I forgot, and...
Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are on the planet.
It is, in fact, the Bob Doyle Show, and it is, in fact, Musical Monday, ladies and gentlemen.
And do we have a treat for you?
Do we? Are you asking a question? Are you making a statement? Hold on.
I'm making a statement.
Wait. Can't miss the part where they sing the theme. It's just so important to hear my own voice. I mean, my own name. All right, it's also my own voice. If we have to just expose all of the arrogance that is the conceit that is the Bob Doyle Show, wouldn't even hire singers. In fact, all those dancers, those are me too. Tracy is also me, and our guest, Michelle Rohl, is also me.
Yes.
Because we're all one, and I'm imagining you all. So, but I'm having a good time with yes, it's Rabbit Hole Monday. Surprise!
Yes.
But first, a little musical entertainment. All right. So, as we do every week on Mondays, we feature an amazing musician. Now, this week's guest, whose name I'm going to put up here in the title correctly, so it doesn't say Musical Monday again. See, if I had that perfect producer we keep talking about, I wouldn't have to waste time telling you
it's
what I'm doing.
It's on our 300 list.
Right.
It will happen.
This guest is no stranger to the Bob Doyle Show. Oh, no.
Oh, no, why?
No. She was actually live here in the studio when it was in the other room. Sitting right about where you are. Or maybe it was reversed.
Before
I think it was reversed. Yeah. And, yeah, she was BT.
Yes.
Before Tracy.
Yes.
Literally,
just before.
Just before.
We'll tell that story in a minute.
Yeah, we're going to have to, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to feature finally again. Now, all right, let me just bring her in. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Michelle Rohl. Hold on.
Morning.
Good morning. Hi,
Good
beautiful.
morning.
How are you?
So what I was about to say was that last time you were on the show, you sang live with me, sitting next to me as I was playing the ukulele, which was lovely, and the fans couldn't get enough of it. But for Musical Monday, we wanted to be able to showcase what you really do when you're out in the wild.
Yes.
And so I asked you to send some videos like I've been doing with other musicians, and what you sent me...
Wow.
...was like this career retrospective.
Wow.
So it kind of changes how I want to do things a little bit. Because I want people to take this journey with us. But we're going to have we're going to have these three segments. But anyway, Michelle, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
So excited.
Thank you guys.
It was so interesting going through these videos.
Rockstar.
Because I hadn't seen. There's one in particular. We're gonna start this morning by showing a couple of the, I guess, can we call it vintage, Michelle?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, definitely.
All right, before we do that, I forgot to get coffee up in here. So we're ringing the bell for coffee.
Although you're getting your own at this point, so I got mine too.
And here we go.
Yeah, we preset the coffee here. Here we go. There we go,
This
Michelle.
is so good.
Yes.
Cheers.
Oh, nice. I love it. Okay, we should have coordinated that better, but here we all are. And if you're at home, be sure to let us know, like Annette is doing, and Jason, and
and
Carol
Jane
is
stayed
on.
up for the show. Thank you, Jane.
She stayed up for the show. Stayed up? What do you mean, Jane?
She
You're not
might
in
have had
Australia.
a rough night.
Oh,
There was
okay,
last night was a rough.
All right. Sorry. Back to Michelle. So.
Enough about me.
So yeah. So these. These are some vintage clips, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to play parts of two of them back to back. Okay.
Cool.
And then when we come back, you can tell the story about it or whatever, and then we're going to move
This is so exciting because I don't know
it's
what
kind
you're
of
going to play.
It's kind of you know at least a subset. You know it's going to be. There's no surprises. It's really just the order in which I play them that will be a surprise to you.
That would be cool though if you had a surprise. That would be awesome.
So, ladies and gentlemen, let's go back in time just a few years.
What was that one? Mark and Minnie?
or Wayne's World.
Wayne's
there
World.
You go.
That's
and
it.
check out some early Michelle Rohl. Oh, wait.
140 tapes from solo artists and bands attempting to make it in this year's album project. One of the songs you'll hear on the FM 92 album, Volume 2, is from Sail On, featuring the guitar and violin wizardry of Rick Salon and the
Hey.
sensual vocals of Michelle Rohl. Performing their song Kiss of Love, here's Sail On.
Here we go. Yeah.
All the beauties of the natural world reveal a gift of glowing imagery. Look up to the sky and see the wings of wind are flying away. They're wanting to touch the fire. It flows deep within you. The kiss of love set
Oh, that's scary. All right, we're going to move on to another one.
Wow. Oh, yeah,
Now,
baby.
this is Craig. I'm like, who is
Yes.
this person? You think you know a woman. Check out that
Wow.
Cyndi Lauper orange.
Hot. Love it.
That's
Oh, I didn't know the sound wasn't good on this.
it's good.
It's good.
We were in Indonesia.
Wow.
There's a little bit of a scene
Well, hold
here
on.
that
Tell
was,
us in a
Yeah, yeah,
minute.
yeah, yeah.
Tell us in a minute.
Okay.
Sorry, kids.
Woo! Damn.
So, yeah, we should have put a parental warning
Wow.
on this particular episode, ladies and gentlemen. Too hot for Monday morning.
Oh my
So
God.
yes, as we're watching that, you're in. Tell us the story of that
Yes.
last video.
Okay, so I was living in LA. I was in a band with Jennifer Batten, who was the guitar player from Michael Jackson's band, the one with the big blonde hair. I don't know if you remember the 90s tours. She was his guitar player forever. And we had our own band called The Immigrants. And actually that was a cut from her solo album. And she's a very well-known guitar player, known for two-handed tapping, and she's like a genius guitar player, amazing. Anyway, we went to Indonesia with this other artist that our producer was producing that had like radio time for us, and we kind of tagged along on his trip. He was promoting his album, and we went and shot videos. And there's a scene in that video, there's a little bunch of schoolboys.
Yes,
And it was
I know.
really cute in the moment, but it totally looked inappropriate because of what I was saying, the words. Oh,
Yeah, it probably
God.
wouldn't fly
I
today.
could go back in time.
Yeah, I watched that. I saw that part. I was like, well, but that must have been just so
Can you
interesting
imagine
for them to watch.
Totally.
I bet.
Like, what is
Oh, we
going
went-
on?
Yeah, we just like came upon people in their everyday life and just converged upon them with our crew and started shooting and at that temple. And I don't know, the guy that we were with was like, he was worried about us shooting at the temple. He thought we were going to get kicked out, but we had really good luck there. And customs thought we were crazy because I brought all these clothes and
Oh my God,
suitcases.
Michelle.
We were there for like a week, I think. But I just had so. They were like, "Why do you have so many outfits?"
That is just such, I know you in one way.
Yes.
And that is such an out there move.
It's
You know,
awesome.
everything about that Michelle that we saw is, way different than the one I know. Although, having said that, we're going to later get to a clip of you on stage more recently where you see that
Not
it's-
much has changed.
The fire is still burning, ladies and gentlemen. So let's just talk a little bit about, just the music career up to when you start. The next thing we're going to do is sort of feature your tribute artist stuff because that's a Vegas-y thing that you do. But up to that point, tell us a little bit about kind of just what music was to you, like
How'd you get
walk us
started,
through
all
the
of it?
career.
Well, I started singing in clubs and bars here in Vegas when I was 18. And I was at the Moby Grape, the Troubadour, Captain America's, did a lot of frat parties at UNLV and stuff like that. And then our guitar player's dad became our agent and started booking us. And we actually started traveling. We were like 19 and we went to Laughlin and Elko, places like that, and did private parties in California. And then we moved to California. He got us a gig in the Red Onion chain in Southern California. And we did that for a long time, top 40 band stuff. And but we wrote originals, as you saw. The Kiss of Love was one of our songs. And we just played all over. And then I got into doing the Playboy show here in Vegas. It was called Playboy's Girls of Rock and Roll. And it was a Hugh Hefner production. He licensed the Bunny Head to a production company. And he sent a liaison, we called her a house mother. And she was kind of in charge of what is creative control when you're in Playboy? But that's what she was in charge of. And it was really fun. It was kind of a cool little show here in Vegas. It was a small review. There was tons of small reviews. Like every hotel had a little review with a few singers, a few dancers, comedians, magicians, live band. And we were at the Maxim. It was $9.95 per ticket. And you got 2 drinks with that as well.
Wow, now that is a bargain.
And through the 5 years we were there, it only got up to like $19.95 per person. It was so cheap back then. This is the late 80s through 90, 91. And but that show did a bunch of stuff. We went to Japan and Hawaii and Indonesia and
Wow.
Philippines, and it was cool. And then I got on I got on a cruise ship actually. Or I did the Jennifer Batten thing, and that kind of fell apart, unfortunately. And then I got on a cruise ship for a year, and then I started impersonating. The guy that produced the Playboy show kept bugging me to impersonate Gloria Estefan, and I was like, no, I'm not an impersonator. I just thought it was corny, and I didn't get it. But the money was too hard to turn down. I wanted to get off the ship, and I did it. I came here to do American Superstars as Gloria Estefan. And then I wasn't happy there. It was like a communist country. With this production company, it was like, you're wearing different bracelets tonight. I was like, what? So I quit that show and I auditioned for Legends and got more money and got on the road with them first, went to Atlantic City, and then came to Vegas here and worked for 5 years in the show at the Imperial Palace. And I did Gloria for them, Bonnie Raitt, Shania Twain, and Janis Joplin.
Wow.
So we're gonna take a peek at some of this stuff, almost in the exact order you just said. So,
Oh, cool!
is
Yes.
that what you said? So I'm gonna just pop just for people so they know. I'm gonna be playing this video, which is a compilation of all of them. It's too long to do the whole thing. I'm gonna skip through so you can get a flavor for each of these people that she just. But I am gonna land on Janis because that's kind of her bread and butter these days, and you can see a good 4-minute clip of that, and then we'll come back and talk to her again, and then we'll show you some non-Janis, just her kicking ass on stage later. So that's all this stuff to stay tuned with. So let's just start poking around this video. And guys, VHS, here we go.
Rhythm is going to get you. 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 Rhythm is going to listen to the beat. Is everybody ready to have a good time tonight? Oh, come on, let me hear somebody scream.
Love the dialect.
Love it.
Years time keeps dragging on and on, and forever spinning gone. Still I can't figure what went wrong.
It looks like a glamour shot. Okay, Bonnie Raitt.
We may not even have our dignity. This could just be a powerful thing. Hey, baby, we can choose, you know, we ain't no unbeliever. Yeah, yeah, woo. Are you ready for the dream? Don't don't come from me, it comes from up above. I ain't a porcupine. Don't beg tonight. Don't beg tonight.
The lighting.
I sang that
She
song
only
in
has
college.
a get out.
Feel like a woman.
Hello.
Woo!
I want a man with a slow head. I want a lover with an easy touch. I want somebody who will spend some time not coming up in a heat of rush. I want somebody who will understand when it comes to love. I want a slow head, slow head. Now all I want is a slow.
Okay, now we're going to move into the Janice.
I said, is everybody ready? You say that it's over, baby. You say that it's over now. But still you hang around me. Come on now. Won't you move over? Yeah, you know that I need a man, honey. You know that I need a man. Yeah, I'm gonna try. Yeah, so little bit harder. So I can give you love with no control. Time for my baby. Gotta time for my baby now. I gotta work for my baby. I gotta work for my baby now. I gotta time for my baby. Are you guys staying stoned, man? Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? My
Nice.
friends all drive Porsches. I must make amends. Worked hard all my lifetime. No help from my friends except tonight. Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes Benz? I think if Janice was here, she'd probably settle for a Tesla.
Woo!
This morning, you're gonna rise up singing.
Sing it, girl. Yeah, right.
What do you mean? What do you want? I'll make everything alright. I said, you don't want to lose your good thing, man, because if you lose your good thing, you know, all it's gonna make you want to do is cry, baby, cry.
Jimmy.
Woo! Yeah, Jimmy.
So good.
I said, whoa, 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 honey, it ain't fair, it ain't fair. What you do, what you do, what you do to me, yeah, on me, well, you down on me. Oh, Lord, I said it looks like everybody is around the world. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose, and nothing that was all that Bobby left me in. If feeling good was easy, love, when he sang the blues, feeling good was good enough for me, yeah, good enough for me. I'm alive again.
Oh,
Damn.
Wow.
tour de force.
She's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yes, she's pretty
I-
way good.
This is amazing. I feel like this must be what it was like to be on This Is Your Life.
That's right.
Remember that?
And now we're
I
going to
should
bring out
always
all your
start my
friends.
week off.
That's right.
It's a great way to start your day, like looking at all of the best of. That
Well,
you
check
did.
out the comments. Is that really good comments? Love the vintage looking clothing. And that it was.
yes.
I don't. Was that the show I was at, or did you do? Was this from the
Yes.
second one? Yeah. So I was there. I was in the
Yeah, that was the
audience.
first one.
Yeah, and it was freaking awesome, as you can tell. So the
Yes.
energy of that was
I-
really amazing.
Yeah, I feel like a racehorse right now because I was like wanting to get up and sing along. I was like, I miss doing that right now because of COVID. We're not
Oh, geez,
doing
yes,
any
I know.
shows, and
No.
yeah, we had one at August 15th. We were supposed to be at Smith Center, and they called and said we're closing down for the rest of the year, but we'll touch base in the fall to reschedule you for next year. Hopefully, God, I hope we get to do it. I
Yes,
feel like I'm gonna have to like relearn the whole show, though. I was like, oh, I hope I remember those words.
You know, you'll have to do like everybody else, and you'll pivot, and you'll figure out a way to do it virtually if you have to.
Right.
It's just because
a
people are
friend of
enjoying
mine's
this.
got me
this
working
is
on
great.
that.
Yeah.
Yes, a friend of yours has
Yeah.
working on that.
Good friend.
Whoever this friend is, you want to stick with him or her or
Yes.
them.
Them.
All right. So anyway, yes, you're getting so we've got that. That's kind of Janice is just this ongoing thing, and I think there's a great ongoing future with that. But you also, sing stuff not as Janice too. So and then recently, of course, we just had you on the show as part of the Zoomapalooza
Right.
Posse music thing. So tell us a little bit about how you've, what else you're doing in music these days, kind of what you want people to know about.
Okay. Well, right now, I'm the musical director at Unity of Las Vegas, which is an awesome church. We have an amazing new reverend who was in Marianne Williamson's Unity Church. He was her minister under her. And him and his wife, Lisa Lee, are amazing. And I get to head up the music ministry there. It's called Posse Music Ministry. And it's all positive music. A lot of our music it's a Christian-based church, but it's non-denominational. Everyone's welcome. No one is discriminated against. It's very like a New Thought metaphysical kind of a church. And the music is called Posse Music, which is positive music. And it's New Thought spiritual music. And it's really uplifting and it'll really touch you on a deep level. Actually, the music for me, is the ministry that works for me. And a lot of people get their message about their spirituality through music. And so that's kind of what I'm really diving into right now. I just started a Facebook page and a YouTube called Posse Music Ministry. I did put a dash between Posse and music, so I'm not sure if you let me know if you think I should change that. Posse Music Ministry. I started thinking, are people going to type a dash? That's my thing. But it's a place where you can land if you want to get uplifted with good music. And you had Harold Payne on the show, and I got to horn in on that one. That was so fun.
Yeah,
and Nathan. Oh, Nathan was the one that I horned in on, not Harold. But I just love those guys. They are like the example of what Posse music is. It's uplifting, inspiring, life-changing, really. And it is like a ministry in itself. And so I'm really into that because I've always been a super positive person. I found unity in the 80s here in Las Vegas. It was called Unity of the Desert. So they changed it because they felt like, it sounds like we're out lost in the desert.
Right, for 40-something days.
Right, exactly. So, but it's a really cool place. They're online at Unity of Las Vegas on Facebook and YouTube every Sunday morning at 10. And then I have the music ministry. I get to put together stuff like Harold's been on, Faith Rivera, Janice Danfield, Jamie Lula, like all the biggest, Karen Drucker. They're all a part of the Unity Music Ministry. So I love that stuff.
Yeah.
And that's really kind of where I'm heading and I do want to still do a lot of Janice. Especially seeing that this morning, thank you, because I missed that. I've always been a rock singer, but I could do other things. I even used to do like Whitney Houston stuff when I was really young, and I love singing R&B and blues and everything, but rock has always been my thing. My voice just kind of went there.
Yeah.
Boy,
and
yeah.
I loved
Totally.
and from watching that, it was kind of cool. Thank you for this morning, because like the things that stood out to me was like, I was like, wow, I did some cool stuff. I was really versatile. And I loved doing Clint Holmes' show at Harrah's. I was there for a couple of years. I used to be his sub, and his singer left to go on the road with Julio Iglesias. And when she went on the road with him, they allowed me to come in and be full time. And it was like the best thing because I was featured a little bit. I made really good money. I was one of the boys in the band. So it was really cool, and I didn't have to carry the show. I didn't have to. That was Clint's job, but I was just there to back him up, and I loved singing backup. And I just loved that show. That was a great family and a great time. I miss that a lot. He was really fun to work for, and I miss those guys. Santa Fe Band was the band, and they play at Bootlegger in the Conga Room.
Well, we
segue.
bring it full circle.
Oh, really?
We bring it full circle. We almost got away without telling this story. I almost forgot, and then you brought it up. So today, for those of you who care, we're still goofy enough that we're counting months together.
Because it's
now,
fun.
I don't really know the number, but we do know that it was May 13th.
1 year and 2 months, technically.
1 year and 2 months.
Today.
Right, and we've told the story before, but that Michelle is pivotal in us meeting.
Without a doubt.
Basically, we were at a birthday party. I was sitting next to Michelle. Michelle got up for a minute to go talk to a friend down at the table. That's when this one walks in. She didn't know Michelle had been sitting there. We hadn't really all gotten firmly established yet, but then we haven't stopped talking since.
So I sat down where Michelle was because it was the only open seat at the table.
That's right.
Because she had taken a seat at the end of the table to talk with someone just for a moment, but I didn't know that. So.
And it was at Bootleggers.
And it was at Bootleggers, so exactly. That was what the terms. Yes.
So I love how this just
all
came
I'm so
around.
grateful that you got up and talked to.
That's right. Thank God for Jennifer Lear.
Yes, Jennifer Lear. Yes.
Yeah, she's the one to thank for being at the end of the table for you to go talk to.
Look, I believe in that so much, like that timing is everything, and we're destined to do things at a certain time with a certain group of people. And just like coming here today to watch Bob Doyle show, whoever's here, it's not by accident.
That's
so
right.
hopefully you get to, find more Posse music if you're interested in that. And Unity of Las Vegas is an amazing spiritual place if you want to have a spiritual family. And Bob Doyle show, this is amazing.
Yeah.
The first show I saw was because I'm usually like insane in the morning, getting ready and running out the door. And Harold's show was the first one I saw, and I was so moved by that show. And then Mark Romero did it, and I got chills when he played guitar. And I love how music translates through the internet. I'm amazed. And at the Zoomapaloozas, like the energy is amazing when we're performing, and it feels like you're hanging out in somebody's living room, like kind of like right now. I feel like we're together. It's really cool.
Yeah, I'm so ready for the quality to just
amp
up, so that the musicians can be represented properly, because there's such incredible music trying to come through these little tiny pipes that Zoom is compressing, and everybody's compressing, so that everybody sounds not that great. But you're right, though, the energy of it still comes through and all that. Well, so we're gonna play one last clip of you more recently, again at the Smith Center.
Okay.
Just kind of being Michelle Rohl, but thank you for
so
being
beautiful.
Our guest and helping us with other guests, and just basically being a friend of the show and ourselves.
Love you guys.
And our personal friend. Yes, we love you.
I'm so glad I'm your personal Cupid, and I just love that you guys met.
And she got me this house too, ladies and gentlemen. She got me this
That's
house.
right.
So I mean,
that's right.
My
I'm
whole
a
life is a Michelle
realtor,
Rohl
too.
presentation. That's
Yeah, she's a realtor in
That's
Vegas.
so
Phenomenal.
funny.
So if you need a house or you want to sell yours and you're in Vegas, call Michelle.
Right. Okay,
Yes.
ladies and gentlemen, let's say goodbye to Michelle Rohl with one
we love
more
you.
Love you
wonderful
guys.
video
Love you so
performance.
much. Thank you.
Rainy night, I'm all alone, sitting here waiting for your voice on the phone. Fever turns to a cold, cold sweat, thinking about things we ain't done yet. Tell me now, I gotta know, do you feel the same? Do you just light up at the mention of my name? Oh, every day ain't nothing new. That's just us sneaking up on you. Whole world is shaking, feel like I do. That's just us sneaking up on you. Do I love you, my oh my? River deep, mountain high. If I lost you, would I cry? Oh, I love you, baby, 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 baby. Do this hand it over, hand it over, hand it over. Give it up, give it up, give it up, give it over. Just hand it You got to do this.
Oh my
But
God, I have
it's just-
chills.
That's what
when
we
she
do here.
belts it out. Oh, mama.
It's fun watching someone live their dreams, isn't it?
Oh, it's the best. I love it. Michelle, we love you so much. Thank you, honey.
And
Oh,
thank all of you in the
wow.
peanut gallery.
Yes.
You're not in the peanut gallery. You're just in the audience. I have more respect for you. Although if we had a peanut
But
gallery,
we
that'd
love
be awesome.
peanuts.
That's true. You know what? You're back in the peanut gallery.
And we're not allergic.
Thank you all for being here. Be sure to share the replay with your friends and family, because
Love
that was
Musical Monday. It is my favorite day of the week.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, love
All
starting
right.
it out this way. All right, we'll see you tomorrow for Tech
Tech
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
8 a.m. Pacific. Love you guys.